Welcome back to another Evolution video. My name is Fiber and today we're going through the evolution of Ark Survival. Before we get into the video, let me know down in the comments below when you started playing Ark and your overall thoughts on the game. And while you're at it, please consider subscribing. Only a very small percentage of you guys are subscribed. It's free and it helps us out a lot. Now back to the video. Ark Survival is a PvPvE survival game developed by Studio Wildcard. As a man or woman stranded naked, freezing and starving on the shores of a mysterious island called Ark. You must hunt, harvest resources, craft items, grow crops, research technologies and build shelters to withstand the elements. Use your cunning resources to kill or tame the Leviathan dinosaurs and other primeval creatures roaming the land, and team up with or prey the hundreds of other players to survive, dominate and escape. Ark Survival Evolved started development in 2014. In order to produce the game, the devs took inspiration from general audience books and online articles, as well as famous dinosaur films such as Jurassic Park and The Land Before Time. After researching for quite a while, I couldn't find any pre-release footage or alpha footage. It seems as though the devs over at Studio Wildcard wanted to keep all of this a secret. After about a year on developing the game, the announcement trailer was released on the official Ark YouTube channel on the 11th of May 2015. Ark was released for early access on Steam only for Microsoft Windows on the 2nd of June 2015, just shortly before the release of Jurassic World later that month. It's a pretty smart move to use the movie as a way to promote the game. Seeing a big movie like Jurassic World being released, dinosaurs were definitely popular leading up to it, taking advantage of that quote-unquote dino fever that was present with the film's imminent release. The devs added features that would appeal to all players, as opposed to only players of the survival genre, such as the ability to simply explore the island and compete against large bosses. As a reward for uncovering the secrets of the island, they also added an end game for players to strive towards, as they felt most survival games lack a final goal. They wanted to provide depth and scope that allows for the world to not just be a means to end, but also a place to explore. A month after the early access release on Steam Microsoft, on the 1st of July 2015, Ark was released for early access on Linux and Mac OS X. September 24th, 2015, Survival of the Fittest. It's a multiplayer online arena game that pits 27 combatants against one another in the struggle for survival in a harsh, changing environment packed with deadly creatures, evolution events and other players. This was essentially a beta for Survival of the Fittest that mainly developers and special access people like streamers could try out. They were testing out the idea for a potential future game mode. 3 days after this, on the 27th of September 2015, snow biomes and swamp biomes were implemented into Ark. This added a different scope to the game compared to the original terrain back on the island. New animals would be added to fit the various biomes. Adding these definitely gave the game a lot more depth, making it way more enjoyable and realistic. October 28th, 2015, Fear Evolved event. This update was pretty much a Halloween, spooky themed update. You can see pumpkins, skeleton dinosaurs, scarecrows. It was really cool seeing the game change through the seasons, giving it a festive vibe each specific holiday. It's the little things that makes a game have a very loyal community. November 25th, 2015, Turkey Trial event, or otherwise known as the Thanksgiving update. Only for a short time you could participate in this event. It introduces the turkey as an event creature. It drops wishbones which you can craft items with, or you could use it to summon the big Dodo Rex. December 16th, 2015. Ark was released for early access on Xbox One. This was a really good move for the developers to expand onto console, introducing the game to millions of new players, trying to create the game as big as it could be. 23rd December 2015, Winter Wonderland event. This was obviously another big seasonal event, like the Fear Evolved event and the Turkey Trial event. It featured several craftable Christmas themed items, and at night, raptor claws would fly over certain areas of the island, dropping presents containing mistletoe, coal and various blueprints for high quality equipment. Also, did I mention the whole map was covered in snow, putting the cherry on top for a top tier Christmas event. 16th March 2016. Survival of the Fittest was officially released to the public to play as a standalone, featuring elo ranking, matchmaking, leaderboards, etc. It was essentially meant to be a competitive game mode, like an esport. It was pretty much a battle royale. You fight other players and mobs as the circle collapses on you, limiting your space as time goes on. April 22nd, 2016, launch of mods on Xbox and PC. There isn't much to say about this. It's just allowed the game to expand more, potentially making the game even more fun when all there is to do is done. May 17th, 2016, the Center Map Update. This was a free DLC to Ark on both PC and console. It started out as a mod made by a community member. It's the first to be made into an official update. It consists of multiple climatic and geological regions, the most prominent feature of the map being a colossal floating island found on the west side of the map, surrounded by swamps. This, as well as a bunch of different islands scattered around. The original map, the island, was getting kind of boring, being on the same map the whole time. This new map gave players a push to keep playing Ark and seeing what new things they would add to the future. June 13th, 2016, Primal Survival Announcement. This update was meant to give players the ability to play as various different creatures from the Ark game, which would have been a pretty cool concept but hasn't been released at all. I think it was a scrapped idea that the dev store wouldn't suit the game. On the same day, the second official mod, Primitive Plus, was announced to launch on the 28th of July for PC and Xbox One players. It's another free DLC. The new DLC pretty much takes the players back to the primitive times, where there is no fancy tech or any guns, just wood, stone and fire. 23rd of June 2016, Redwood Biome and Titanosaur Update. The Redwood Biome was released on all of the maps, which in my opinion looks pretty good. Just a bunch of huge trees towering over you to remind you how insignificant you are. Okay, I'm sorry, that was pretty deep. They also added the Titanosaur, one of the largest creatures in the game. It is so big that the dinosaur will render in-game far before the terrain does. You can tame the dinosaur, but once you do, it will not eat at all. So you can only have a beast pet for a small amount of time, just before it dies of starvation. September 1st, 2016, Scorched Earth Map Expansion. This was the first paid DLC expansion for Ark. It introduced a bunch of new creatures, a new boss, as well as a whole new map. Just like the name of the DLC, the map is pretty much a really hot earth, being entirely a desert, making water collection a way more challenging obstacle. There are 3 unique weather patterns: sandstorms, which reduce visibility and stamina, superheat, which will drain your water a lot faster than normal and induce a heat stroke pretty quickly, and electrical storms, which shut down electrical devices and prevent firearms from firing. 6th December 2016, Ark Survival Evolved was finally released to the PS4, about a year after the Xbox release, which of course introduces millions of other players to purchase and enjoy the game. Now, taking a pretty big jump over to June 12th, 2017, the Ragnarok map was officially released, as again a free DLC, as it was created by a community member as a mod. The map is an expansive 144 square kilometer environment with an active volcano and species from the Scorched Earth DLC, as well as a bunch of new ones. August 29th, 2017, Ark is finally out of early access and is officially released as a full-fledged game on PC, Xbox and PS4. The devs did a great job at adding various events and updates to keep the community alive and make sure they have fun, in only 2 years as well, compared to some other games which take years to add new in-game updates. September 1st, 2017, the new Aberration map is announced to the public. This map places survivors on a damaged Ark. Its internal atmosphere has leaked away, resulting in a harsh surface with immense radiation. This radiation has led to incredible genetic mutations, creating new creatures with amazing abilities. 14th June 2018, Ark Survival Evolved is now on iOS and Android. There are tens of millions of mobile gamers. Introducing Ark on mobile, just like for consoles, introduces the game to a way bigger player base, attempting to make the game as big as can be on all platforms. Only 5 days later, a new DLC was announced, Extinction, on the 19th of June 2018. The map is set on a ravaged Earth, forcing players to survive on an Earth unfamiliar to us, one of strange features and stranger creatures. In the center lies an abandoned city. It's the remains of a technologically advanced civilization. Most of the creatures on the map have turned into a new variant, Corrupted, which roam the map. They must be killed on sight since they will destroy anything that comes in its way. Ark Survival was released on the Nintendo Switch on the 30th of November 2018. Again, like mobile and console, it opens up the game to a bunch of new players. However, the graphics on the game are pretty intense. Mobile and Switch users may lag. Nevertheless, the game is still increasing its community by being on majority of the popular platforms. 17th of June 2019, Valguero map announcement. This map is essentially a mix of the Center, Ragnarok and Aberration. Players explore a 63 km square map with a multitude of new terrains, new biomes, formidable jungle bosses, and mysterious ruins to discover. There's always something dangerous in Valguero. 20th of June 2019, Summer Bash 2019. Run wild on the beach. Ark Summer Bash 2019 event has everything you need for fun. Fireworks, patriotic top hats, swimsuits, and more. Plus, you can show off that beach bod with new flex emotes, or make special candy that gives your tame dinos a festive look. 8th of August 2019, Genesis. Continue your quest for survival and unlock a whole new chapter in the saga of Ark Survival Evolved with the Ark Genesis Season Pass. This Season Pass gives you access to 2 new huge expansion packs. You can also obtain 1 exclusive in-game cosmic pet, which is so amazing. You now have a robotic sidekick to fight crime with. 26th of February 2020, Genesis Part 1. Awakening within a virtual simulation. You must survive across exotic worlds unlike anything you've ever seen before, with a strangely familiar companion at your side. You must overcome the simulation's rigorous missions. Only by fighting, building, taming, and exploring will you uncover the secrets behind this forbidding place across 5 distinct biomes in the form of mini-maps: bog, arctic, ocean, volcanic, and lunar. Now for the most recent big Ark Survival Evolved update, Genesis Part 2, which is also the final DLC expansion for Ark. Survivors will conclude the Ark storyline while adventuring through exotic new worlds with all new mission-based gameplay. Discover, utilize, and master new creatures, new craftable items, weapons, structures unlike anything you've ever seen yet. The saga is now complete, and hundreds of hours of new story-oriented Ark gameplay awaits you. Not to fret though, a sequel to Ark had been announced at the Game Awards 2020 with the release of a beautiful cinematic trailer featuring world-renowned actor Vin Diesel. It's said to be coming out sometime in 2022, however not for PS5 players, it's only PC and Xbox exclusive. Now all we can do is wait for the new game next year. Let me know down in the comments what you think will come to the future of Ark, and while you're at it, you may as well leave a like and share this video with a friend. It helps us out tremendously. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in another Evolution video.